Let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt your legs weren't quite as steady as they used to be? Maybe you caught yourself holding onto the table, or leaning on the armrest just to push yourself up. Or maybe those short walks that once felt effortless, walking to the market, strolling with a friend, or even just climbing a flight of stairs, suddenly feel like a challenge. And you wonder, what happened? Where did all that strength go? You see, you're not alone. Almost everyone over 60 begins to notice these small but powerful changes. It's not just about feeling weaker, it's about the frustration that comes with it. That moment when you realize your body isn't responding the way it did 20 years ago. And deep down, you might even worry. Am I slowly losing my independence? Now here's the truth, and I want you to really let this sink in. Losing muscle as we age is completely natural. It even has a name, sarcopenia. But here's the part most people don't know: just because it's natural doesn't mean it's unavoidable. You don't have to accept weakness as your new normal. Because nature, in its wisdom, has already given us tools to fight back. And sometimes, that power isn't hidden in a pill, a supplement, or a complicated workout plan. No. Sometimes, it's waiting in something as simple, as comforting, and as familiar as a warm cup of tea. Yes, you heard that right. A simple cup of tea can do more than calm your nerves. Certain teas are backed by research to help protect your muscles, support your joints, improve your energy, and even help you walk strong, like you did at 40. Imagine that for a second, walking with confidence again, bending, moving, standing tall, all because of a daily ritual that's already part of your life. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. Because in this video, I'm going to share 3 special teas, 3 natural, proven options that can help you rebuild strength, fight muscle loss, and support healthy aging. By the end of this video, you'll not only know which teas they are, but also when and how to drink them for the best results. But before we begin, let me ask you a quick question: which tea do you enjoy the most right now? Green tea? Black tea? Or maybe you're more of an herbal tea drinker? Drop your answer in the comments below. I'd love to see what everyone here in our community is sipping. And while you're there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for elderly wisdom tips, because every day we share practical tips designed just for you, to keep you strong, active, and independent at every stage of life. So, grab your favorite mug, get comfortable, and let's explore how 3 simple teas could help you walk with the strength and confidence you thought you left behind years ago. Let's start with the first tea, the one I like to call the muscle protector. And it's none other than green tea. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a 65-year-old man living in Japan. While most people his age may be slowing down, this man is still hiking mountains, still climbing trails, still enjoying the kind of physical strength most of us only dream of at that age. And when people ask him what his secret is, he doesn't talk about expensive supplements or fancy gym routines. He simply smiles and says, "Green tea, every day." At first, that might sound too simple, right? Just tea. But here's where science backs it up. Green tea is packed with something called catechins, tiny but powerful antioxidants that protect your body on a cellular level. These catechins reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and even protect your muscle cells from breaking down too quickly. In fact, some studies suggest green tea can help improve endurance, which means you don't just move, you move for longer, and with less fatigue. Think about what that means for you. Walking up the stairs without feeling winded. Taking a stroll around the neighborhood and actually enjoying it. Even doing your daily chores with more ease, without that nagging feeling of weakness slowing you down. That's what green tea brings to the table. Now, here's the part most people get wrong. A lot of folks hear green tea and instantly think about weight loss. They imagine it as some trendy drink for dieters. But here's the truth: it's not about shrinking your body, it's about strengthening it. The goal isn't to lose weight just for the sake of numbers on a scale. It's about keeping your muscles alive, active, and supported so you can keep doing the things you love. That's the real gift of green tea. And the good news? You don't need much. 1 to 2 cups a day is enough to give your body these benefits. The best time to drink it is in the morning, because green tea contains a gentle form of caffeine, not too much, just enough to give you a clean, steady boost of energy without the jitters of coffee. Think of it as fuel for your day, especially if you pair it with light movement. Imagine drinking your morning cup of green tea and then going for a 20-minute walk. That simple combination could set the tone for your entire day, energized, steady, and strong. Now, I want you to picture yourself doing this as a daily habit. You wake up, brew your cup of green tea, sip it slowly, and then head out for a short walk. Over time, your body begins to feel the difference. Your legs don't ache as much, your steps feel lighter, and your confidence grows. It's not an overnight miracle, it's steady progress. And steady progress is exactly what leads to long-lasting strength. But green tea is just the beginning. Because while it does a great job at protecting and energizing your muscles, there's another challenge many people face once they start moving more: soreness, stiffness, and those aches that show up after a walk or even light exercise. And that's where our next tea comes in. And this one is a real game changer if stiffness or soreness has been holding you back. It's ginger tea. Just imagine this for a moment. You finish a nice walk around the block, the kind of walk that clears your head and makes you feel alive. But as soon as you sit down, you feel that familiar ache in your knees. Or maybe the muscles in your legs tighten up, and you think to yourself, why does something so simple leave me feeling so sore? It can be discouraging, can't it? Sometimes the soreness makes you hesitate to even try again the next day. But here's the thing, what if a warm cup of ginger tea could change that? What if, instead of dreading the discomfort, you knew your body had a natural way to soothe itself, to bounce back quicker, and to keep you moving? That's exactly what many seniors have discovered after making ginger tea part of their daily routine. And it's not just tradition or old stories, science backs this up. Ginger contains powerful compounds called gingerols. These gingerols work inside your body like natural medicine, reducing inflammation, easing muscle pain, and improving blood flow. That means less stiffness, less soreness, and quicker recovery after even small amounts of exercise. Think of ginger tea as giving your muscles a helping hand, saying, "Don't worry, I've got you covered, let's heal and get stronger." But here's where most people misunderstand ginger. Many think it's only good for an upset stomach, or something you sip when you're feeling queasy. And while that's true, it does help with digestion, ginger goes far beyond that. Studies show it's also powerful for protecting muscle health, reducing joint discomfort, and even improving flexibility. That's why cultures around the world, from Asia to the Caribbean, have been using ginger not just as food, but as medicine, for centuries. So how can you make this work for you? Start simple. After a light walk, a bit of stretching, or even just a day when your body feels achy, brew yourself a cup of fresh ginger tea. The best way is to slice a piece of fresh ginger root, about the size of your thumb, and let it steep in hot water for a few minutes. That's it, pure, natural, and effective. And here's a little tip, pair it with a small, protein-rich snack, like a handful of nuts or a boiled egg. Why? Because protein feeds your muscles, while ginger reduces the inflammation that breaks them down. Together, they give your body exactly what it needs to recover and rebuild. Now picture this becoming your new evening ritual. You finish your day, you've taken your walk, maybe done a few light stretches, and then you sit back with a soothing cup of ginger tea. The warmth relaxes you, the compounds inside start working quietly, easing the tension in your body, helping your muscles heal as you rest. The next day, instead of waking up stiff and sore, you feel just a little lighter, a little more flexible, and a lot more ready to keep moving. Here's the best part, this doesn't just help your body recover faster. It builds confidence. Because when soreness and pain stop controlling your life, you're free to move more often, to stay active, and to enjoy your independence without fear of being slowed down. But recovery is only half the story. Because while ginger tea helps you bounce back, there's another piece of the puzzle that often gets overlooked: rest. And rest is where the real magic of muscle rebuilding happens. Your body repairs itself when you sleep. And that's why this next tea is so essential. And in many ways, it's the most overlooked, yet the most important of them all: chamomile tea. Think back to when you were younger. Remember those nights when you slept so deeply that you woke up feeling brand new? You'd rise in the morning with a kind of energy that made you feel ready for anything. That deep, restorative sleep was your body's way of repairing itself, of refueling, of keeping you strong without you even realizing it. But as we age, sleep often becomes harder to come by. You might find yourself lying awake, tossing and turning, or waking up too early and not being able to fall back asleep. And when your sleep suffers, your strength suffers. Because here's the truth: your muscles don't rebuild when you're awake and active, they rebuild at night, while you're sleeping. That's where chamomile tea comes in. Yes, it's soothing, yes, it's calming, but it's so much more than that. Chamomile has natural compounds that help improve sleep quality. Not just the length of your sleep, but the depth of it, the kind of deep, restorative sleep where your body releases growth hormone, the very hormone responsible for repairing and rebuilding muscle tissue. In other words, chamomile tea helps you get the rest your muscles have been craving, so they can actually grow stronger instead of weaker. Now, here's the mistake a lot of people make. Many think chamomile tea is just for relaxation, something to sip when you're stressed or anxious. And while it does calm the mind, that's not the whole story. Poor sleep is one of the hidden reasons seniors lose muscle faster than they should. You can eat well, you can move your body, you can even drink green tea and ginger tea, but if you're not sleeping properly, your muscles simply don't get the chance to repair. Chamomile tackles that problem head-on by setting the stage for your body's natural recovery system to do its job. So how do you make the most of it? It's simple. Brew yourself 1 cup of pure chamomile tea, skip the sugary mixed blends, and go for the real thing. Drink it about 30 minutes before bed. Make it part of a calming routine: turn off the bright lights, stretch gently, breathe deeply, and then sip your chamomile tea slowly. What you're doing is signaling to your body, it's time to rest. It's time to heal. It's time to rebuild. And over time, this becomes more than just a drink, it becomes a ritual. One that tells your body, night after night, that it's safe to let go of the day, safe to fall into deep sleep, safe to repair what needs repairing. Imagine waking up after a week of this habit, not groggy, not stiff, but refreshed. Your muscles feel more alive, your body feels steadier, your energy is just a little higher. And all of that from something as simple, as gentle, and as natural as a warm cup of chamomile tea. So now you've got the full picture. Green tea to protect and energize your muscles. Ginger tea to soothe soreness and speed recovery. And chamomile tea to help your body rebuild itself while you sleep. 3 teas, 3 simple daily habits, that together can help you walk stronger, feel steadier, and live more fully, just like you did years ago. You know, losing muscle strength doesn't just affect your body, it affects how you feel about yourself. When standing up feels harder than it used to, when your balance feels unsteady, when everyday tasks start to feel like obstacles, it can almost feel like you're slowly losing a piece of your independence. And that can be heartbreaking. Because independence is more than movement, it's freedom. It's dignity. It's the ability to live life on your own terms. But here's what I want you to hear loud and clear: you are not powerless. You don't have to accept weakness as your story. Instead of worrying about decline, you now know there are simple, natural tools within your reach. Tools as ordinary as a warm cup of tea, green tea for strength, ginger tea for recovery, chamomile tea for rest. That can quietly and steadily bring back energy, stability, and confidence into your life. And think about how simple that really is. No complicated routines. No expensive programs. Just small, consistent choices that anyone can do. Imagine starting tomorrow morning. You choose one of these teas, pour it into your favorite mug, and before you even finish that first cup, you take yourself outside for a short 10-minute walk. Nothing extreme, nothing overwhelming, just one step at a time. And here's what will surprise you: after a week, you'll begin to notice the difference. Your energy feels steadier. Your legs feel a little lighter. Getting up from a chair doesn't feel quite as difficult. These small changes add up, quietly and powerfully, until one day you realize, you're stronger than you thought. And let me reassure you, age does not close the door on strength. It is never too late. Your body is designed to adapt, to heal, to rebuild, even in your later years. All it asks from you are small, consistent acts of care. A mindful sip of tea. A steady walk. A gentle stretch before bed. These may feel simple, but together, they can transform how you move, how you feel, and how you live. So don't let fear of weakness weigh you down. Instead, let this be your moment of choice. Choose to nurture your body. Choose to care for yourself in ways that bring hope instead of worry. Choose to believe that strength, balance, and vitality are still within your reach. Because they are. And always remember, you are not walking this journey alone. Every small step, every small habit, every cup of tea is moving you forward. And forward is exactly where you deserve to be. Walking tall, walking steady, walking strong, well into your golden years. Let's take a quick moment to bring it all together. We've walked through 3 powerful teas that can support your strength and independence in simple but meaningful ways. To recap, green tea helps protect your muscles and gives you steady energy. Ginger tea eases soreness, reduces stiffness, and helps your body recover. And chamomile tea supports deep sleep, which is when your muscles repair and rebuild themselves. 3 simple teas, 3 small choices, but when added to your daily routine, they can make a big difference in how strong, steady, and confident you feel. Now I'd love to hear from you. Out of these 3 teas, which one are you most excited to try? Or maybe you're already drinking one of them every day. If so, share your experience in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what someone else in this community needs to hear to feel encouraged. This isn't just about sipping tea, it's about building a supportive circle where we can learn from one another, share wisdom, and remind each other that growing older can also mean growing stronger. And if you found this video helpful, please take a second to give it a like. It really helps more people discover these simple, life-changing tips. And don't forget to subscribe to Elderly Wisdom Tips. Every day, we share practical health insights, natural remedies, and simple daily habits designed to help you stay active, independent, and full of energy. Think of it as a friend in your corner, cheering you on and reminding you that your best years can still be ahead. So thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, age is not something to fear, it's simply a new chapter, and with the right care, it can be a chapter filled with strength, wisdom, and vitality. Take care of your body, nourish it with simple things like these teas, keep moving, keep learning, and keep believing in what's possible for you. Stay strong, stay wise, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.